Hey, let's talk about the traits of a great attitude person, okay? What are those traits? One of them, smiling. Look, you got to smile all the time because the world is not smiling. You need to. How does a child, a 6-month-old, get their way? Why can a child at 6 months can't talk, can't read, can't write, doesn't do anything except a couple of things? Why can that little being melt the heart of anyone so quickly? Because right here, smiling. Okay, I got a 5-month-old baby. That baby can stop me in my tracks and control my life and literally make me feel like time stops and that nothing else is important except that little being with one thing, a smile, no teeth, and all she can do is make noises. And I'm like, man, that's incredible. That is phenomenal. And that's happened to you. The reason that is because, look, when you're boarding an airplane or a bus, or you're coming to a stop sign or a light, or you're getting out of your office, or you're going into the 7-Eleven, or whatever you're doing every day, look, you don't see people, they don't make eye contact, they don't look at you, they don't say nice things to you, and they don't smile. What if you were that shining beacon every day? Hey, how you doing? Hope you're feeling well. Man, good to see you. See, what if you were that for people? Well, look, that's going to be a different attitude. They're going to see it. Remember, you don't need to just change your attitude. You need to change whose attitude? Hey, you need to change your customer's attitude. I mean, I'm thinking about how do I influence my whole neighborhood? See, I got a neighbor that's negative, okay? And I'm always, hey, great to see you. What's going on? And she's just like, rah, rah, rah. But you know what? By the time I leave her, she's a little better off. I don't think I'm going to be able to change her completely because I think she's on medication. And I think she's just completely sick, unhappy. But I can still try to influence my environment. Smiling all the time is one of the great traits of positive people. Number 2, I'm not only going to give you a great trait here, but I'm going to give you the single biggest difference between rich people and poor people. A great trait of a positive person, one of those major traits, is they see problems as opportunities. You see, poor people don't want problems. Unsuccessful people hate problems. I don't want any more problems, man. Don't give me any more to look at. I can't handle anymore. I can't do anymore. You know, I don't like problems. Rich people are like, oh man, I'm looking for problems. Do you have any problems that I can solve? They want problems. They look for problems. The inventor actually he spends his whole life trying to solve problems. Why? Because he knows problems equal opportunities for him to invent something. And then if he could just learn how to sell it, he'd actually end up with some money, right? See, the guy that developed Velcro, did he make money? Solved a problem. The guy that developed electricity, I don't know if he made any money out of the deal, but he certainly solved the problem, okay? How about the people that developed a thing called Google, okay? Solved a problem, would you agree? I can search information about anything at no cost, and they both became billionaires. See, they see a problem, it creates an opportunity, opportunities create money, ching, ching. See, when we do this is money right here, okay? Try this right now. You found a problem. That's what you need to do when you hear a problem. Oh man, I owe too much. Oh man, the payments are too high. You need to hear this right here. Problems equal opportunities. Opportunities equal money, okay? And that is one of the traits of a person with a great attitude. Number 3, a trait of a great attitude person is they talk positive. Can do, will do, no problem, be happy to, you got it. I'm there for you, whatever you want. I understand, you're the man. Hey man, don't make me like you now, okay? See, they talk positive. That's the trait. You know, you're tired, you're beat up. You go home at night, the kids are like, Daddy, let's go get pizza. Man, you got to turn it on now. You can't work 10 hours for people you don't know and then be negative with the people you love. Doesn't make any sense. My little baby, all I teach her is yes. Yes, let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Let's go change you. Let's fly in the sky. You can do anything, man. I want everything to be positive. Not for her. Like, look, she's going to have it made. I do it for me. See, being positive, talking positive, acting positive, faking positive if I have to, makes me feel good. Makes me feel a lot better than being a grump. Come on, everybody has been a grump. And you don't like it. Okay, so one of the traits, what are they? Smiling, see problems and opportunities, talk positive. Number 4, you work a plan. Have a plan and I work the plan. It's not something that sounds cute. It's something that will keep you positive. Hey man, I got a meeting at 9, I got one at 9:15, I got one at 9:30, I'm dropping off my product at 10 o'clock, I'm visiting my neighbor over at 10:30, I got lunch with a client at 12. Work that plan, man, and just like load up that plan. It's going to keep you positive. Hey, I'm going someplace. Even if you end up in the wrong place, at least you're working a plan. It's not an accident. Most people end up in the wrong place and didn't even have a plan. Right? At least you can say, hey man, I ended up in the wrong place and was working my plan while I did it. See, at least you're doing something. You know, the Bible talks about, I think it says a rolling stone catches no moth, something like that, right? What it's saying is, you know, if you're lazy and lethargic and not doing something, you're going to end up with problems. Boredom has been the single biggest problem in my life. It is the time when I start creating problems for myself. Not good problems, bad problems. I'm bored, have nothing to do. I start picking on people. You know, I start saying things I don't really mean. They're not good for me. They're not good for other people. Why? Because I'm not working a plan. Hey, what am I doing Friday morning? What am I doing Saturday morning? What am I doing Sunday? What time do I get up? What time do I go to bed? What am I doing at noon? Who am I meeting today? What am I training on today? What am I learning? Work a plan. Number 5, show up early. Show up so early that you're the first one there. Okay? I'm talking about showing up before the sun rises. In fact, you know what? I tell you what, let the sun rise first and then you show up next. But be the first one to work. Don't kid yourself, folks. Early bird gets the worm, okay? I show up early. It says, hey, man, that guy wants to be here. Management sees, hey, that guy wants to be here. I'm not showing up on time. I'm showing up early. It's going to make me feel good. It's going to make other people maybe be an example for other people, okay? So the first 5, what are they? I bet you don't remember. Why don't you test out them right now so you get them built into your memory?